everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Amelia and I post new life and style videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and for the month of December to celebrate Vlogmas Sunday evenings. So I believe this is going to be Vlogmas day 3 for me and day 6 for the normal Vlogmas schedule. And today we are just going to be doing the beauty consumerism tag. I like doing tags just because they're like fun. They're like little quizzes. I love taking BuzzFeed quizzes. Totally guilty. With this tag, you know, I'm gonna be answering questions about how I buy, what I buy, and you know, just peeling back the curtain a little bit on my personal makeup collection. So this was originally started by 90s love child, so credit goes to her. These are her questions, so let's just get into it. How much money do you spend on makeup a month and a year? So this year has been very different than most years. My typical consumer habits are like completely thrown out the window this year. I definitely don't buy makeup every single month, so it's like, I don't know, we're already off to a bad start because I don't know how to answer this question. I'll say for a year, which is probably easier. I probably spend close to $500, though this year I think it's definitely less. Just I've had very little desire to buy things. I haven't had to replace things as often, and I have definitely been trying to buy like cheaper good makeup just to see if it like holds up against the more expensive makeup. But I have gone a little crazy over the Black Friday Cyber Monday and purchased some things for review and as gifts. So do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? No, because it's my own money that I am spending, and plus I'm not in debt or maxing out credit cards, like nothing like that. I spend within my budget and that's that, so I have no guilt. Do you get FOMO related to makeup releases? Not really. If I really want something, like I will buy it. There's a ton of products that I want but are either too expensive or I really don't need them, and I just kind of like, maybe I'll look at them a few times on the website, be like, oh, I wish I could have that, but then I just kind of move on because I know that like the next purchase that I actually do make will most likely be worth it, or it'll be something that I really truly want. Next question. Do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? No, I am not someone who collects makeup like that. I don't do limited edition things. I do have the Conspiracy palette. I don't know if that is a limited edition item or not. I don't think it is. I don't know if they're restocking. I really don't know what's going on with Jeffree Star Cosmetics anymore, since like he got canceled and so did Shane. But otherwise, I know, I think it's Clinique has come out with like Disney Princess limited edition compacts that run like $200 each. They're limited edition, highly collectible, but for me it's just not worth it. I don't collect makeup to like have a collection. I like to buy what I think is the best and is going to like basically make me look the prettiest. Would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? Nope. No. Just no. I don't think anything that I want that badly that I would pay more for it, because honestly I feel like if it's a highly sought after product, it's probably already a little bit expensive, and that's pretty much like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go spend whatever $50 on this palette, and if I don't get it, I don't get it, and that's what God wanted. Do you wish you could spend more or less on makeup? I definitely wish I could spend more. As I said earlier, there are a lot of products that I do want and I want to try because I think they look pretty, and I wish I could be one of those review channels who just like tries a bunch of makeup, but one, I just don't have the financial means to do that at the moment. So yeah, of course there are products that I wish I could buy. I spoke about a lot of them in my like Sephora wish list video. I did wind up purchasing purchasing the Hourglass Sculpture palette, which I know I said the ambient powder one, but then I just thought, hey, why don't I try the whole palette, because I'm running out of bronzer, I have no more highlighter, and I have no more blush. I might as well try all that Hourglass stuff and see if it's as good. Next question. Do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? Just seeing it in someone else's collection, like if they have a display behind them, no. But there are a few YouTubers who I follow on here that I really like trust their opinion. You know, even though Tati Westbrook is canceled and not uploading, I've purchased things that she's recommended and they have been really good products. So I do think, you know, she still has a good understanding, but I've pretty much stopped watching most of those like super big influencers. And right now I'm just really into watching Robert Welsh, who's like an actual makeup artist, and he teaches a lot of the technique that makeup artists use and like the theory of makeup. I found it really interesting. You can probably tell my eyebrows are not as blocked anymore because he says it just looks like super unnatural. So I've tried to go with the natural shape and they're just naturally like uneven. So we're trying that out. I'm trying out his concealer technique, and also Smoky Glow. I've spoken about her like 12,000 times on my channel. I think she does really thorough reviews. So when someone reviews a product and they really like it and I trust their opinion and I think they're being genuine in their review and not just being like, yeah, this is good, and then gonna kind of like toss it to the side, then it makes me kind of want it. But just seeing it in the background or just like a passing comment doesn't really matter. Do you buy more during the holidays? 100%. There's just more sales, there's value sets. I buy makeup and skincare as gifts for people, so of course I do. I'm all about trying to save when I can. Have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? No. As I said earlier, it's my own money, so you know, it kind of like doesn't matter. I'm sure they might think that some things I buy are way too expensive or I buy too much, but I'm not gonna hide it. I don't like, I feel like that's when you have a problem. You have to hide purchases. Do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? Yes. Some of them are more of my like summer makeup, so super bright colors, and my tanner foundations obviously haven't used because of lockdown. And also I've just been doing kind of like more natural makeup, so any super vibrant colors or deeper, richer lipsticks and stuff I haven't used. The only time I really like put on a ton of makeup is for a video, and even now like I'm really not wearing like that much. Have you ever been pressured to purchase something you could not afford or did not need? When I first read this question I was like, oh no, but then I do remember that I went to Sephora to purchase a refill of my Drunk Elephant polypeptide moisturizer, and I love that moisturizer so much. I did ask one of the associates if they had like a dupe for it at a lower price range, because it is like $68, and she had like recommended, well, I think like a Sunday Riley product or something, or a Glow Recipe, and it was like maybe like $3 less, and I was like, okay, no. And then for whatever reason she recommended the Lala Retro whipped cream from Drunk Elephant, and she was like, this is like such a better moisturizer. I love it, my sister loves it, like all this stuff, and I purchased it even though I really didn't want to. I'm honestly mad I did, because I wound up not liking that moisturizer. The reason I like the polypeptide so much is because it's like a water-based gel, and it doesn't interfere with any of my acne medication that I put on. Sometimes I feel with like a cream moisturizer, it gets like pilly and like stuck in weird places, and that's what happened with the Lala Retro one. And I was like really mad that I took this this recommendation, and I honestly can't even remember why she was trying to like sell me that. But otherwise, I kind of go shopping by myself and not with like friends or anything, because I find shopping to be very therapeutic and I like to do it by myself. So it's not like I'm getting pressured by like friends or family or anything. I'd say the most pressure probably comes from like associates, but I think I've like learned enough about makeup at this point where I can make kind of my own informed decisions and know what's actually going to work for me and what doesn't, just a bit wiser as a consumer. Do you purchase makeup for collector reason? I already said this. No, I don't really do that. Maybe in the beginning with Kylie Cosmetics I did feel like. And then lastly, in your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? I've definitely become less. One, because of like I'm not following influencers as crazy as I was. Two, this pandemic has really put a damper on things. There is totally something to be said for being able to go into a store and swatch and feel and touch an item. You cannot do that anymore, and honestly the appeal of like going to an Ulta or Sephora has kind of waned for me. The whole point and why I loved going was you could swatch all these things and touch and feel, and now you can't, and you have to like follow the arrows, and it just becomes more rigid and not as fun anymore. So I do a lot more research and probably think about things for a lot longer period of time before I actually wind up purchasing them. I also have like new responsibilities as I do own a house, so I've had to put a lot of like my like extra fun money, I guess, into a house. There of course are a ton of things that have gone wrong. I have like a little bit different priorities right now. Of course, I have bought some fun things over Black Friday, which I am looking forward to reviewing. And you know, I feel like I just want to get through a lot more of my makeup and try not to be as wasteful, because I was definitely buying things that like I didn't necessarily need, but like kind of felt I had to have, maybe like to review or something. And now I'm kind of like finding out how I like makeup and my makeup journey. Maybe next year, or I don't know, 2022, when things like are normal and you can kind of freely hopefully do things again, I'll like have this urge to like buy a ton of stuff. But yeah, who knows. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting. I will list the questions in the description box of this video. Feel free to answer them, because even watching other people's videos who did this were all very, very different. And I'm sure like a top influencer versus an average person who just, you know, wears makeup kind of like to go to the office or whatever, and just, you know, isn't in this community, buys completely different. And it would be very interesting to see. So yeah, happy Vlogmas, happy holiday season, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.